9 Live Adelaide, brought to you by My Budget. Live the life you want free from money worries. My Budget can make that happen.
A new report out today has found an increasing number of Australians are being forced to dip into any savings they have to stay afloat financially. And that's on the back of figures showing mortgage stress is on the rise and only expected to get worse. And with some advice on how to avoid sinking further into debt, we're joined by Tammy Barton from My Budget. Tammy, mortgage stress is increasing. How bad is it, and why have we gotten in so deep?
Well, Will, it's been reported that almost a third of people who are paying down a mortgage are feeling mortgage stress. And there's a number of reasons why people are feeling this way. There's the rising cost of living, things like childcare fees are increasing, school fees, fuel, etc. But the elephant in the room is actually house prices. Since the 90s, house prices have soared in comparison to wage rates, which have remained relatively stable. So when you think about the cost of houses, and you go back to say the 80s, the average cost to buy a house was say 2 to 3 times the average income, and now it's actually 5 times the average income. So what that means is the Australian dream of owning a home is getting more and more difficult and not as affordable for people. So the best thing to do is to take a good look at your financial situation and make sure that the mortgage that you have is affordable, because what we're seeing is a lot of people, because of how difficult it is to how expensive things are, is that a lot of people are actually getting mortgages on the brink of what they can afford, and then when there's a change in their circumstance, so their income comes down or they get unexpected expenses, they start feeling that mortgage stress. Yeah,
now the expectation is that interest rates are only going to go up, and with that in mind and people in so much debt, how do we start to work on balancing the budget and avoid getting further and further? What sort of tips can we go about now before we get into big trouble?
Well, I mean, firstly, it's recognising those signs of financial stress. So are you, short of your money every week? Are you using credit cards to make ends meet? Do you not have savings? Are you feeling stressed when the bills are coming in? And if you are feeling those symptoms of mortgage stress or debt stress, the best thing to do is to put everything down on paper. So get all your bills together, your home loan statements, put together that long-term budget, and you'd be surprised at how you'll feel once you actually look at your finances. Over a 12-month period, it's going to help you make better financial decisions and help, reduce that financial stress that you might be feeling. Yeah,
denying it's not going to make it go away. Personal debt is also at an all-time high. I think I read today $45 billion is what Australians owe collectively on credit cards. Why are we addicted to debt?
Well, it's probably fair to say that, our generation and today's generation are a lot more comfortable with debt than, say, our grandparents' generation. And it's also fair to say that we're probably going to continue to live in a world with debt, because it's not that easy to go buy a house with cash. You need to borrow money. So even though it's quite a normal part of our society, what isn't normal is that stress, or that mortgage stress. And I always say that financial fitness is really a sum of all the things that you do each day. So taking a good look at how you spend money on a daily basis can also help reduce that stress and that reliance on debt. Do you have to buy coffee or buy lunch, and can you use that money to pay down your debt or even go towards your financial goals? So it's not just about knowing that you can pay your mortgage today. It's about looking at, can I pay my mortgage today and also get to where I want to be tomorrow as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Some good advice there for people to perhaps take a restock of their financial situation. Tammy Barton from My Budget, thank you.
Thank you.